I know you don't like the limelight, but you're kind of the talk of the convention today with the Priorities USA stuff. So what's that all about?
Well, Carl, it's pretty simple. You got 61 days left to the presidential. Where can I be most helpful to the president? And I just find all the special interest money lined up on the other side, tilting the scales in a way I don't want to see. So if I can help, I'm going to help.
It's priorities, right? You're basically going to raise money.
I'm
tap into your fundraising.
Well, I'm going to help them out because, look, the president's got a great field operation. They got a great campaign. They've done a good job, as I said. But in the last 61 days, where can I be most helpful? Co-chair of the campaign or priorities?
And you think you can? They've had some trouble raising money. I think it's gotten better. But so you think you can help them amp?
I think if I can push it a little, I'm going to do everything I can.
It's my honor to speak to you.
So you gave a big speech last night. What's the response been here?
Outside of you directly, everybody else liked it.
I told you I thought it exceeded my expectations.
The bar was set right down to the snake level.
That's true.
No, it's been a very good reaction in the sense of, I think what I simply try to do was give people a front row seat into the Oval Office, next to the Oval desk, during some of the most difficult decisions the president made.
On that first day, I said, Mr. President, which crisis do you want to tackle first? He looked me in the eye with that look he usually reserved just for his chief of staff. Rahm, we were sent here to tackle all of them, not choose between them.
Jim, you only get 7 minutes to do it, so you a lot of territory to try to cover.
It was only 7 minutes. It seemed longer.
Well, thanks, Charles. Maybe it was because the stories were riveting. So I tried to give people that front row and give them a sense of the character of the individual. And then the most important thing, I personally, is given what I said, let's fast forward. We know a challenge, a crisis, a conflict, it's coming.
Is that in the next 4 years, an unforeseen crisis, challenge, or conflict is going to show up and seize this country? Whose leadership, whose judgment, whose values do you want in the White House when that crisis lands like a thud on the Oval Office desk?
Based on everything you know, how the two men handled the auto industry, how they handled tax cuts for either college or for the well-off, how they've handled the issue of don't ask, don't tell, and making sure gay people and lesbians can serve the country. Who do you want when that crisis lands? Whose judgment, whose values, whose leadership? And I think that's a testament to the question I think the president and we want to face in front of the voters, because given how they like the president more than they like Mitt Romney, that's where I want to posit this.
So tonight your old boss speaks again about your old boss.
Yeah. I can't keep a job. Have you ever noticed that? I just
a little
can't
Rahm
keep a job.
confluence there.
Yeah.
So have you talked to President Clinton? You know what he's going to say? What's he going to hit?
My instincts is that the have both tried to make greater investments in key things like education, healthcare, the environment, research and development. Now, you remember, Carl, you covered it, in 1995, the Republicans shut the government down over Medicare, Medicaid, education, the environment. They had a whole process because we wouldn't agree.
Wither on the vine.
That's right. We're going to let Medicare wither on the vine. And they wanted to, at one point earlier than that, close the Department of Education, so they decided to close the whole government. So those issues haven't gone away. The Republicans' fierce opposition, in my view, of putting ideology over the interest of the country have not changed, and that both of them face that opposition, and both have worked towards economic growth.
But they've had their moments, the two of them, too. But is this a big coming together?
I've never heard President Obama say anything bad about President Clinton. I've never heard President Clinton say anything bad about President Obama. I think it's normal, I will just say this. President Obama beat Hillary Clinton for the nomination. The President, Clinton, loves his wife. It took him a little longer to get over. She got a job. Neither one has ever said anything negative about the other one to me. And he's going to give the speech. I know who he voted for in 2008. I know who he's going to vote for in 2012. And he's going to go out and campaign and do anything the campaign wants. And he's told me that directly. Anything they want, he will do. He will clear his schedule to help them.
So one last thing. You know, it always strikes me at something like this that you're the only person I know here who's just a one-name person. You know, it's even President Obama. I mean, you're like, it's just Rahm. What do you attribute that to?
Because Rahm is a weird name, and not many people have it. So if you say Rahm, it's kind of that guy over there.
It's that.
I don't think it has anything else.
All right, thanks, Rahm.
Unless you want to change your name to Rahm, and then there'll be two of us.
No, I don't think I could duplicate. Honestly.